Howdy, my name is Frederick Witkowski, but I go by Fred, and I'm proud to say I'm with the class of 2023. I wasn't always so optimistic about being an Aggie because during high school I was just focusing on getting accepted into any college, and A&M just happened to be on that list. At that time, I believed majoring in engineering was to be my career choice, and had heard that A&M had a really good engineering program. I had also learned about A&M's core values before applying since I had to do a research assignment my senior year of high school on what A&M stood for. Over time, during my first year at A&M, I began to better understand what the values, excellence, integrity, leadership, loyalty, respect, and selfless service meant. Sure, I was excited to move on with my life by attending college, but it wasn't until I actually got accepted into the university that I fell in love with being an Aggie. Yes, there were challenges my first year as I was getting used to the new college experience, but I persisted with my studies and continued to be involved on campus. As I became more involved on campus, I couldn't get over the fact that the Aggie community is insanely connected. What I mean by this is that if you're an Aggie, despite what your graduating class year is, everyone treats each other like family. People will automatically want to connect with you and will hear your story. I feel special every time I talk to another Aggie, especially when they are older and possess what I call Aggie wisdom. An example of this was actually last week. As I'm flying back from Wisconsin, I just happened to be sitting next to an Aggie who graduated in 2018. What was even better was that she majored in the same major I just transferred into. We talked for a while before we lifted off, and during this time I had a more concrete idea of what to expect for my new major. Sadly, I regret not asking more questions, but I never would have expected that to happen. I guess you could say it was good luck. It still continues to blow my mind, and I've actually had similar experiences where I've run into other old Aggies. We would just talk about whatever was on our mind about A&M, and if I'm being completely honest, when I say this, I've never felt uncomfortable with each interactions since we were just connected in a way. Another reason I became more excited in being an Aggie was because of A&M's several traditions and rituals. This made the university so much more unique compared to other universities I was considering during high school. One of the traditions that still lives on today was an off-campus organization known as Bonfire. I immediately joined thanks to a friend who recommended it to me, and I have never regretted it. This was too big of a tradition to just stop ever since the collapse in 1999, because it means so much to every Aggie. Not only that, but the memorial for those that died became so much more emotional for me. Every time I help with Bonfire, I'm constantly reminded of who I do it for and will gladly work day and night to continue this tradition. A&M is full of excitement, has strong connections that makes everyone part of the Aggie family, and most importantly provides an amazing college experience with its vast array of traditions and rituals that I'm still a part of. I can't wait for what comes next during my time at A&M. Everything is a learning experience for me that just makes the university so awesome, good or bad. I never imagined I would be so much in love with A&M after only 1 year, and I can proudly say I have no regrets.